Today we're going to switch gears a little bit. We're a little bit more than halfway through the rebuild process on the panel and the annual. Today, rather than focusing on the mechanics, on the what of all of it, we're going to kind of focus in on the why. Why do people like me and others invest time and energy and money in this process? Well, the reason we do it is because of the memories that it creates. Memories of being together with people that we might not have been able to get together with before, memories of places we've gone that we might have not been able to go to. So it is the memories that create the why for all the whats and the hows of putting the plane back together again. I've used my plane for lots of different things. We use it pretty regularly to visit. We have two daughters, one who lives about an 8-hour drive from us, about a 3-hour flight, and one who lives about a 2.5 hour drive from us, and about an hour flight. And we get to visit them regularly, more regularly than we probably would if we had to drive all those times. And they have kids, so we get to visit the grandkids, so it's kind of a double pleasure at the same time. I've also used the plane for other things too, for things not quite as happy, but certainly equally as important. We had a brother-in-law who passed away from a terminal illness quite a while back. My mother had a sister who passed away from a terminal illness, and the plane enabled us to make several trips there to provide care and support through that process and be a part with the family as they struggled through that. I've also used it to take angel flights. I flew for angel flights for a while. That was a fun experience. Got to meet a lot of nice people. I use it to get together with my brother regularly. He lives in Georgia, and every year, or at least a couple of times every year, we try to get together to do a little golfing trip. And we've done that for several years, and again, gone to places that I probably never would have gone to before, and get to spend time with him. That's always enjoyable as well. So a lot of fun things. I also did something kind of different, unusual, flying-wise. We have an environmental education organization here where I live that kind of specializes in the sandhill crane migration. And for a couple of years, while the cranes were migrating through the Mid-Platte River area, I would get up every morning, a couple times a week, every morning before sunrise, and meet with a couple of biologists who'd hop in the plane with me, and we'd fly about a 50-mile stretch of the river, and they'd count the cranes and map out their patterns of where they were roosting and the like to study the migration. That was a wonderful experience. So as you can see, we've used it for lots of different things. We flew to a couple of weddings, one way out on the East Coast. We flew all the way from the middle of Nebraska and to other places as well, where I performed weddings for nephews and nieces and a niece. That was a fun experience. We've flown everywhere from west of the Rockies or east of the Rockies all the way out to the East Coast. The very last picture in the montage of flights that I've taken is a picture of my wife and my granddaughter. This past summer, we flew her to the Grand Canyon, her first trip there, and had a wonderful experience. And that's kind of the picture that I'll close with, just to remind you that there are great memories to be had with an airplane. It's worth the cost. Thanks for joining me on this trip down memory lane. The why is it creates memories that last a lifetime.